Hello and welcome back to Merciful Mornings. I'm Rachel Baker, and this is the place you come for education, encouragement, and support for online teaching and also just daily life. In this video, I want to show you exactly how I go through and make my parent newsletters for my online classes. Now, this is a great kind of above and beyond way to let parents know what classes you're offering online in the upcoming weeks and months. So this isn't something you have to do. It's just another way to kind of market your classes, maintain the relationships that you've already formed with online students, and kind of keep them re-enrolling in your classes. Now, what I'm going to show you for this, I am showing specifically for teachers on Outschool. Do you have to only do this if you're an Outschool teacher? No, this is a great tool to use for any online teacher. But I want to show you how I do connect my Outschool classes onto the newsletter that I send out. So we're going to jump into Canva. If you attended my masterclass, my free masterclass, and enrolled in Love What You Teach, you might have gotten your free template already. So if you have that, this is what I'm using. If you don't have it yet and you'd like to have it, go over to mercifulmornings.com and check in my resources, and you'll see a place where you can grab my parent newsletter template that is available for you. So you can grab that, or you can just start from scratch and make your own. That just makes it a little bit easier getting started. So we're going to jump into Canva. And first, the first thing I want to show you is that, make myself smaller here. You can, just from the Canva homepage, which if Canva is new for you, be sure to check out my other videos because I do have several tutorials on using Canva for different resources in teaching. So if you just want to start fresh, you don't have the template, or it's not something you want to use after all, for whatever reason, you can come into the search and just type in newsletter, and it'll come up with templates you can choose from. And you'll see, like, here's a Christmas newsletter, school newsletter. I'm going to go ahead and just pick the school newsletter just because. And it'll give me all these different templates that I can choose from. And really, you're looking for a style that you like. Okay, so maybe this is more in the style that you enjoy, or maybe you want something like this. It's completely up to you and what fits your vibe and the format that you want. I'm actually going to come on over to our template, okay? And this, if you attended the masterclass and enrolled in Love What You Teach, you got this for free, right? This was a bonus you received, or you can go grab it off the website. But this is the newsletter template, and you'll see it. That's exactly what it is. This is what you get when you grab the template. You'll put your name and title up here, and I just want to show you very quickly how to customize this whole thing to be yours. Again, this may not be a format that you love. It's just one that I've provided to make it easier. So let's come back up to this first page. You'll put your name and or title here. So I would put Mrs. Rachel Baker, and I might put M ED because that's my title that goes with it. But if I were looking at this, I'm like, oh, that font's not really my style. I want you to show you up here. This is where you can pick, maybe I want just a very straightforward, not as scripty, right? I can adjust whatever font I want there. And I can adjust if it's bold or not up here, up top. I can also adjust the size of it here. I can pick a completely different size if I want. So just so you know where all of these customization tools are, this is where you're going to adjust your font. Same thing, if I don't want this color, click here. Maybe you have brand colors that you want to use. Maybe I just want it to be dark gray. I can tweak it however I want. Same thing with this bar up at the top that I have here. You can tweak it to be whatever color you want it to be. So if I wanted everything just to be that dark color, there it is. This is not how I would send it out, but I'm letting you know how you can make it. Now, if you want this to say your Outschool classes, you can put Outschool in front of the word classes. And then I would just put the month here. So say this is going to be my July newsletter. And you can put Outschool classes, or you can put online classes, July newsletter. Okay, there's my title. It's ready to go. I've got the font and the colors and all the things that I want. Now for this portion here, you need to look at your classes that are available for that month. So I'm going to go over to my Outschool profile. I go into sections because that's going to show me what sections I have available for the month of July. So if I go to July, and you'll see there are some repeats, like I have this Fancy Nancy camp here, I have another one here. I only need to put it on my newsletter one time. Okay, you don't need to list it more than once. You just need to say, here's a class, it's available, and I'm going to show you how to link it so that they can go to that class on your website or on Outschool and see the times and dates that are available. So what I would do, let's say I want to start with that. That's one that goes for 3 days. I've got a couple of sections of it open. So I'm going to open that class first. And I want to view the listing because this is the information that I need to share with them. So I might just call it my Fancy Nancy Camp. I may not say all the story time and fun with vocabulary. That's a really long title. I could if I wanted, but for time and space sake, let's just copy that and stick it here. Fancy Nancy Camp. Again, if you wanted a different color, a different font, a different size, all of that's available. Same thing with this rectangle here. You just click on what you want to change, tweak the color, boom, you're done. Now, I have here, this is where you put a short class summary with important details so parents can decide if your online class is a good fit for their child. So right here is where I would come over and just grab this one sentence summary where I just say what this class is. This lets them know it's a 3-day camp and what the students are going to be doing. So I'm going to copy that. Don't we love copy and paste? And I'm going to paste it in there. Now, all I lack for this, as far as showing what the class is about, is my image. Okay, so right here, this is a frame. So I'm going to go to my uploads. Now, if I needed to upload this image, my course image that I have here, see this picture right here? That's what represents my class on Outschool. That they see that and they go, oh yeah, that's the Fancy Nancy camp. So if I want this image to be over there, if I need to upload it from my computer, I can do that here. I have already used it. It may be way down in here somewhere. So I'm gonna have to dig to find it. You can see some that I've used before. There it is, boom. Now, obviously that doesn't go right into the spot, so I'm gonna take it and drag it, and it's gonna plop it right there. Now it crops it in to fit the frame, which is nice. If you don't want it to do that, or if you want it to be a different size, you can obviously make it wider to fit the whole thing, or you could come to crop and show a different part of the image. That is up to you. So if I wanted to make sure that part shows or make sure that the jewels show, I could do that. Click done. There it is. So my Fancy Nancy camp is ready to go. I'm going to minimize this over here. But how do they get from this lovely image and description over onto my website? Here's how we do it. We're going to go back over to our Outschool page. Does anybody else have 500 tabs open? This is like the least number of tabs I think I've ever had. Okay, so on this same page, you'll see where it says share. It's going to pop up. I want to copy this link. This is the same link that you would share with parents if you wanted them to use your link and get a $20 credit. See, give 20, get 20. They would get a $20 credit if it's their first Outschool class. So same link, we're going to put it over here, and I'm actually going to put it 2 places. I want this image to be clickable, so I'm going to have that. I'm going to click on link, make sure this is deleted out, and enter the link that you just got. Okay, and apply it. Same thing with this title. I want to highlight this title. I want to make it a link. So here under more is where my link is, same thing. And I'm going to paste that link there again and apply. So now, if I were to click on the image or on the title on the PDF that you shared, or if you just share the document itself, they'll be able to get to your class. Now, if I don't want that to be underlined, I can highlight that whole thing and Control U take away the underline, or up top here, it's the same thing. So it's not underlined, but it's still hyperlinked. You could still click it. So I would go through and do this for however many classes I want to highlight and show that I'm offering for the month of July. So go through, pick the next class from my sections, same thing, title, description, image, hyperlink the title and image. And I would do that for however many I've got. You can always duplicate these. Down at the bottom, this is where I would put my picture and questions, and this is where you can link your teacher profile, or if you have a website, invite them to check out your other classes. So, and it's the same thing. You would share your Outschool profile or get your website link, and you could link it to some words in the description here. Highlight what you want to link, or you could do your picture, the questions button, whatever you want to do, and come up and hyperlink it and put the link in that you want it to go to. Okay, so I'm not going to obviously do the entire newsletter. We would be here all day for that, but you see generally how you're going to link this. Now, to share it, there's two ways you can share this, two easy ways to share this. If you want to share a link straight to your newsletter, you're going to come up to share. You're going to click share link to view. You don't want them editing your template. They're not needing to use this as a template. They just need to view your stuff. So share link to view, and then copy that link. It's going to copy it to your clipboard on your computer, paste that somewhere, paste it in a Google Doc, paste it in an email, wherever it is that you want to share it. You can go back over to Outschool and previous students that you've had. You can message the parents. Hey, it was so fun having Johnny in class. I just want to make sure you guys know that these are the classes I have coming up available in July. I'd love to see him in there. Happy summer, whatever, however you want to say it. But you share that link with them, and then they can go straight to it, and everything on there's clickable. Okay. If you want to share this as a PDF, if you are sending an email, if you're a completely independent online teacher and you can email your parents directly or share it wherever you want to share it on your website, you would come up to download, and you want to download it as a PDF, and you can do print or standard, either one is fine, but download it as a PDF and you'll download all the pages. And then when you do that, you can share the PDF, and when they open the PDF on their computer, the links will still all be clickable, or they can print it off and just look at it if they want, if that makes them happy. So that's the gist of it. If you have any other questions about that process, let me know. Leave them in the comments. I'm always checking back, making sure you guys don't have more questions for me, making sure everything gets answered. If you have other ideas of how you do this or suggestions, I would love to hear them. I love learning new tips and tricks on how to get those classes out there and market your classes to parents. That's, it's nice when you're on a platform like Outschool and they do help with that, but it's good to do a little of your own too. And this is something that's quick and easy. Get it out there, and you've done it for the whole month, right? You get a whole month out there at once, and you only have to do this once a month, which is nice. So if this was helpful, be sure you click that like button. It helps me out a lot, and it lets other people know that this is valuable content. And you can also share this video with others. Click that share link. It'll give you a link to share. And if you're not subscribed already, click that subscribe button so you don't miss videos like this. That's it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Happy teaching, and remember, there is always hope. So choose joy. Bye for now.